Welcome back to Founder Unboxed, a podcast where you explore the humanness of entrepreneurship, diving into the inner worlds and real journeys of founders. I'm your host, Kabir. Today, I'm speaking with Nidhi Jain Seth, a co-founder of Pinnacle Works, a leading recognition solutions company. She is not only an entrepreneur, but also an author with her recent book, Ditch the Sugarcoating, a bold, honest take on personal growth, relationships, and building resilience. In this conversation, we will unbox the real story behind Nidhi's journey, from scaling a company in Gurgaon to writing a deeply personal book that challenges us to see life without filters. Welcome, Nidhi. Welcome to Founder Unboxed. Thank you for taking the time for being with us.
Thank you so much for inviting. It's an honor.
Absolutely. So let's go back a few years, Nidhi, and let's talk about your childhood. What kind of a kid were you while growing up?
A very hardworking, a regular child who loved the teachers, did their homework on time, always wanted to be the good one. Yeah, I had a very regular, average
Teacher's
childhood.
pet.
Oh, yeah.
Of
I
course.
loved my teachers, loved
Awesome.
them.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So were there influences for you in your life, and who were the other influences also? I mean, of course, teachers.
Yes.
What about parents or other people?
Oh, my dad has to be the biggest influencer in my life.
You know, your mom will be listening to this.
Oh my God, yeah, that's all right. I'll say something later. But my dad has to be hands down the biggest. You know, every day in the morning, if you were to get up, he wouldn't come and wake you up. He'll just sit next to you and start talking. We have to make a strong India. Or he will start reciting Kabir Dohas. Oh, incredible. So yeah, my
So that's
father.
how, therefore, your earliest memories about him, and how did that shape you? How did that change your perspective towards things?
Everything, you know, with him, like he was always about putting in that extra effort and going deep into the work. For example, do you know that he was importing in 1980s, late 1980s and early 1990s, he was importing stuff from Japan, from Switzerland, from Spain, all across the globe, computer peripherals and parts which were not heard of.
Wow.
And he had those glossy catalogs, which were, our home was full of it, absolutely full of it. So that taught me a lot of things about, don't be scared about doing the new things. Whatever you do, go deep into it and look outwards. Like, it's not just about India, not just about the city, but just the world is your place. Yes.
Wow. That's so wonderful. And I remember, obviously, 80s, there was not so much of, news or information. So that was fairly limited and restricted.
Oh, yeah, of course. Actually, now I have, back then, of course not, I didn't give that name, but I really think my father was like the Google for everybody in that time. So our office was in Bhikaji Kama Place, and you had Engineers India Limited, the huge giant building right in front. All the time when I went, there were engineers from there who would come to my father and ask, "Ki, Jain Sahab, ye batao, ye part kahan milega?"
Oh, wow.
And then he would go out and search and bring all whatever they wanted.
How does one search? Because, you have to do physical searches at that point, and there was no Google.
Of course. So he attended exhibitions.
World over, I'm sure.
World over. I attend exhibitions. He goes through catalogs and keeps learning. I constantly keep learning. It's almost as if I'm copy-pasting everything he did.
Wow.
Just the products have changed, just the environment has changed. And of course, my life is a little easier because he didn't have any Google and I do. So yeah.
Of course. Wonderful, but I think it kind of, embedded a sense of curiosity and, of course, service.
Big
Yeah.
time. Service, on time. He was a huge, actually, at that time, I'm speaking very highly of him right now, but obviously at that time I felt बहुत strict है पापा तो पार्टी में भी नहीं जाने देते मतलब those
Concerns were a little different at that
concerns
time.
were a little different,
Yeah.
but ab that strict has transformed into, we had a very disciplined life, but really he does bring in that like अगर कहीं पहुंचना है तो time से पहुंचो, reach on time, respect the other person's time, respect their work. And another thing, he never thought anything was small. Like he would actually clean his own office. So I can clean my factory. I won't clean the house, but I'll clean the factory.
Uske liye husband is there for that.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true.
So your family was, I'm assuming, intensely entrepreneurial also, because this requires a lot of open-minded thinking. Not only what is in front of me, but laterally and everywhere. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true. In fact, my mother was also working with my father before he passed away. And our entire family, even my Taujis and Chachajis, everybody had, like, I'm really blessed to belong to an amazing family where everybody was an entrepreneur and they did the unthinkable. So that's really amazing.
And how did that translate into, or how did that affect your idea of money, of risk, ambition, and security?
To be really honest, I think it made me really like, kuch bhi kar sakte hai. And I'm so happy that I also got married to a husband who is completely opposite, from a service background, that to army, where it was like, kuch bhi to kar sakte, but what the hell, you have to pay the monthly, like you have to generate income. Like before marriage, there was no salary. If you wanted anything, just ask Mama and she'll give it to you. Sure. But after that, it was all about also, like, how do you, like, it's about balance. It's not about ki itna risk seek lo that put everything at risk. Yeah. And it's also about creating that balance. So I'm so happy and blessed.
Awesome. So balance between these two things
really made
a lot of difference.
That's made a huge amount of difference, because I speak so glamorously about what my father achieved in his lifetime, but to be really honest, when he suddenly died in 1996, we were literally on roads with zero income, because at that time it's not that, it was not, everything is not written. Whoever owed you money never came and gave it. Whoever wanted, like, whoever had to take money, they just exaggerated it. We went through hell. My God. But God is really kind. So yeah.
And you were 19 at that time?
Yep, I was 19.
So how did the course of your life change after that? Because I also want to know that you came from an entrepreneurial background. Did that mean that you would get into business right away, or how did things move from there?
Yeah, so I was in my second year college, and of course this was sudden. Like he just, one moment he was there was a sudden heart attack, and then we weren't expecting that. He was like, I think 39 or 40 when he went. So we weren't expecting him to go. And my younger brother, 17. And our extended family is very kind and nice. And they were like, no, you come over. And there was no income for us. And then young bachas, how are they going to do it? But my mother was a strong pillar. And she said, no, we're going to make something of our own. Whatever it is, we're going to make sense. And that followed the series of stupid business ideas and crazy ideas, because again, risk taking. I was like, kuch bhi kar sakte hain. And like I followed my father's thing, that he went to exhibitions. Even I'll go to exhibitions, find stuff and bring it here. So yeah, naive ideas. But yeah, that's how I got started into business. So I was doing business from second year college. I was in SRCC, but you just had to. It was a necessity more than really need, or I mean, not the wish that I had.
Interesting. Now, How were these early years? Were there setbacks and were they hardships? And how did that shape you and your sense of business?
Oh, amazing amount of hard trips.
Mm.
But I again feel this is going to sound really crazy, but I have to say, I felt that as if, so they were really, I think the initial 10, 15 years were really, really tough for us. Like we just couldn't make sense. Probably around 2012, 2015, we started to settle down a bit.
Okay.
But those 20 years were really tough from 1996 onwards. But I still felt that it's as if my father is helping from heaven. He's like supernatural something. And we are working hard on ground. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So the financial, I would say, what was your emotional state when they would be, obviously one would learn and keep going on. What would keep you going? Was it your working with your mother, or were these independent businesses completely?
So in the initial when he went, of course, we couldn't continue with the business that he had because we didn't know the sources that he knew. Like with him went everything. So we tried to make sense, and I started so many crazy businesses. Oh my God, computer cleaning business. I don't know why it made sense.
Wow.
I saw it from the catalog.
Okay.
Then there was one business where I wanted to sell memory drives, like Datasonic Perios drive. It was this 1-inch diskette, which could store 1 GB.
Wow.
And this is 1998.
Wow. Awesome.
So you can imagine. And then I thought, complete flop. I imported it from UK. Oh my God.
Gives another name to floppy disk.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't tell you. I've really given a lot of hard time to my mother. Then I started another website, which I thought .com bubble. It was, I don't know what all I'm telling you today. It was called
all gold.
It was called Planet Fundu.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
It was for youths that they could go and ask any question. This is in 2000. The website didn't even get launched. So, and
but
there
I
were
see
more.
a pattern. I'm sure there was a lot of learning, and this was a necessary path to the growth and the starting of the journey. How did it seem at that time for you? Did you see it as a string of failures or a string of learning moments? Or?
See, to be really honest, 25, 30 years later, I can sit here and say anything I want.
Yeah, of course.
You're getting me? I can say, oh, I learned a lot out of it. And some of them were so stupid a decision because think about it. You're 20, 21, 22 years old and you don't think about the market. Even the business that I do right now, Pinnacle, I borrowed 10 lakh rupees. I imported machines worth 13 lakhs.
Okay.
13 lakhs.
Yeah.
So you're a business person and you know what it can do to the cash flows.
Yeah, of course.
On top of that, secret, one of the machines that I imported was for 7 or 8 lakhs. It was a printer from US, a sublimation printer. Some of the people, they may know that sublimation in 2000 is like, sublimation came to India in probably 2010. It's a way of printing and transfer printing technology and everything, probably around 2010, 2015. And I got it at 2000.
Wow.
I made 0 sales on that 8 lakh machine. That stupid I was at that time. But the thing is that somehow, I don't know why, nothing could, it didn't stop me. It didn't make me feel, oh shit, yaar, ye bhi nahi chala. You know, that kind of a thing. I don't know why, but it didn't.
Yeah,
Achha,
I
theek hai,
read
ye nahi
this in
chala.
your book as well, the compressor example that you spoke about. Tell me about that.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that compressor story. It's literally that I can go back to that crime scene. Because just imagine, 10 lakh, you paid the money, you got the machine, and then I'm starting the machine. And this is the naiveness of it because you don't even know how the bloody machine is going to work. So it was a sand carver. Okay, it is supposed to engrave on crystals.
Okay.
I connect everything as per the manual. But of course, I missed that part because I'm just like 22, 23. I was like, it is not starting. So then I make that call to US and I was like, Brian, this is not starting. He said, what is not starting? I mean, what's there to start? Just connect the air compressor.
Yeah.
I said, what is the air compressor?
My
He
God.
said, that is the machine that blows the air and that's how
powers
the
whole
sun.
thing, yeah.
That powers. I said, bloody, this was so important. Why did you not send it with it? He's like, Nidhi, air compressors are locally available. So, oh my God, that air compressor was for 50,000. But I kid you not, I think that was probably equal to like 10 or 15 lakhs for me at that time. I didn't know where to get more money from. But the interesting thing when it happens, when you go into these situations, when you don't know anything, is that you have no preconceived ideas. कि ये हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता. You don't work with that. You just want to do it.
So how did it all connect? How did it all come together? What point did you realize that, yeah, this is it. This is what I need to do and this is how I need to move forward? And I've hit the nail on the head.
To be really honest, according to me, it really came somewhere in the middle. Like I got really sick around 2007. I had to go through multiple procedures, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I feel when you get so close, any kind of illness which is any kind of illness which is so deep and so long, it just transforms you from inside. It's like something changes. It's like everything breaks apart and then you have to rebuild it from scratch. And that's what happens. So somewhere in that, when I was rebuilding myself, and at that time, my best friends were Audible and TED Talks and the books and everything. Because you can't do business because you're just lying on the bed with a hot water bottle. Is like, just calm down. So either you're watching a movie to numb yourself, or you like after you've watched a movie, it's like, okay, how many movies are you gonna watch? Do something intelligent. And that's when you listen to the books and everything. And that's what transformed me. And I realized that what a powerful industry I have stumbled upon, which is recognition. And that's what changed my life.
Wonderful. And do you think you built this company, Pinnacle, around a part of your personality, or did the company really shape you?
It'll be both, no? Because pata kaise chalega ki when it is shaping me and when I'm shaping the company. It's like so integral as an entrepreneur. Whatever are your beliefs seep into the company, and whatever other companies' things, they seep back into you.
So you always felt you were also learning while you are on the job and while you are with your clients. And
To be really honest, I have, for me, learning is the most critical. It's my strength. It's my everything. I invest a lot in my learning because think about it. We just finished education, probably in our 20s, mid-20s. How is it ever possible that you can continue your life, your professional life, just on what you learned like 25, 30, 40 years back? Doesn't work.
You have to stay on top of the game and keep learning.
Yeah, and do different things. And that's what has led me where it is today, where every year I take about 2 to 3 weeks off in a year, sometimes even 4. And I learn something unique and different from artists, from teachers all across the globe. And it's incredible to live a life as a student in your 40s and not 50s yet, but yeah. So, Kabir, come on.
So, you think the recognition industry?
Yes.
Did you choose it or did it choose you? How did you stumble upon this industry?
Oh, the right word is stumble for sure. Because when I started the work, the sand carver, I had no idea about awards and trophies. It's just that, in fact, one of our first customer, I think I have to thank them for it. It was Yum Restaurants, the people who do the Pizza Hut. Oh my God, they had the most incredible products as recognition. Like they didn't do the typical trophies. They did they did it very differently. And that is what, and I could see the impact, and I like, what it makes to the person who receives it. And that's what made me realize, oh my God, this is so good. And I was always doing new things. Like there's no, like IT product. You're just selling boxes now.
Correct.
I mean, nothing wrong with people who like to sell boxes and technology, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something which was really creative, and that's
So
what.
you were the apple of recognition company.
Oh my God, that's a very big.
इतना भी नहीं.
इतना भी नहीं है. But yeah, this is my dream to make. I remember when I put an exhibition in Hong Kong, people came to our booth and they said, "Are you sure you're making this in India? You're not importing from China and re-exporting?" Because India is not known for awards and trophies. India is known for technology, great service, or clothes. They're like, "ये India में कैसे बना सकती है?" So yeah.
Very interesting. Very awesome. Now, of course, moving forward, you said learning kind of gets you alive, and that's what keeps you going, right? So you would call it a strength?
Oh my God, of course. That is my biggest
And whatever
strength.
you learn, you bring it back to the company?
Exactly. That's what I do. So for example, I went and I learned how to work with polyresin. And I came back and I taught my people. I learned how to engrave on glass and crystal. And I came back and I taught to my people.
Wasn't it the sand engraver that did it?
Yeah, the sand engraver.
It
but
finally
you take
worked.
It has to. I have 3 compressors now, just by the way.
There's a main compressor and there's a fallback compressor and the fallback of the fallback.
No. All three work.
Okay.
All 3 need to be working.
Awesome.
All the time. Yes.
Wonderful. But what would you call as your biggest blind spot?
The biggest blind spot is that now I'm working with so many different teams. And how do I reply to all the teams? And like, I know I'm working on it, but I just want to, like, want to keep the pace and the momentum. So, my own response rate. Yeah.
Okay. And outside of business, what's one thing that excites you?
Oh, has to be travel, hands down. Wonderful. The earth is so beautiful. There's so many things to see, so many people all across the globe. It's incredible when you go and see the culture and what people do, what their belief systems are, how they, you just feel so blessed, and you feel that you're such a tiny part of this giant universe.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
So I did a little trek to the Everest Base Camp.
Oh my God.
And the overwhelming feeling there was that you are nothing.
Yeah.
Your place in the universe is, not even a speck of dust.
Exactly.
And the place was so grand, was so majestic, so amazing. And it was, even though I felt that it was, so majestic and so huge and I'm insignificant, but it was also very empowering.
Exactly. Oh my God, you couldn't have said it any better than, like, I couldn't have said it any better.
Nor could I.
No, but this is amazing. That's exactly how I feel when it comes to being with nature. And especially when we travel, we don't go to the touristic places. We go to villages which are like probably less than 30 or 40 houses.
Wow.
There's really nothing to do there. And most of the times it's just me and my husband. That's it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Best of friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Really blessed. Okay. So right now, I think I'm looking for a formula, how to book him for next life. Like, how to ensure that.
Even I'm wondering how to
if any one of us find it, we share.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's what we'll talk about in the next podcast.
Oh my God. Okay, yes.
So what are you working on now what are you building now that excites you?
Oh, a lot. So like I just said, I'm trying to really, in 2014, I tried to put an exhibition in Hong Kong, failed miserably, trying to export awards and trophies out of India. Really, so I don't want people to look at, "Arey, India hai, cheap trophies mil jayengi, ya labor sasti hai, so, get the cheapest from there." I really want people to look up to us for design, for solutions. So what I'm building, Pinnacle, is for the new Pinnacle, for being the most creative supplier for awards and recognition across the globe.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about your book.
Oh,
Firstly,
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you
it's
so
a
much.
Huge,
Thank you.
Huge achievement.
I know.
And I'm sure it's going to do fabulously well. So, in the book, you start by questioning comfort zones, right? And how often they limit growth. How did you come to this? Was it a realization or a learning? You learned things the hard way, and tell me more about that.
I think one thing I want to say is that comfort zone is equal to the story we tell ourselves all the time. So, जैसे, I don't know who said it, but somebody said it, change your story, change your life. A lot of times we just think कि हम तो ऐसे ही हैं. पर वो comfort zone बन जाता है. That becomes your comfort zone. But we can get out of it by just changing our story.
Yeah, there's a beautiful book called Growth Mindset. I don't know if the book is called that, but it's about the growth mindset, and that talks about something similar too, that you are not what you do, or you're not what people tell you are.
Exactly, exactly. So that's what I truly believe. And another thing which is totally guiding me, especially for the past couple of years, is one quote which I have read, and it's literally changed my life, is success is equal to the number of days you are happy.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a new definition of success. And I think that should be the only definition of success.
A lot of times people think is that, oh, I will earn this much money, then I'll be successful, and then I'll be happy. I said, directly go to happiness. No. Why do you want to get through? Because happiness can...
It's a choice, yeah. It's a choice that people are making.
No, even if it is money. For example, when I build my business to $100 million, I will be successful and then I'll be happy. Why will you be happy? Oh, because I can take vacations. Do you need $100 million to take vacations? No. So you can do it in $10 million? Imagine, think about it. You have 20, 30, 40 years, best case scenario.
True.
See what you're trading off.
Interesting.
So success is equal to number of days you're happy.
That's very well said. So the book I'm talking
I
about
didn't say it. Pooja Puneet said it. I love her. And that quote is actually the only quote which is, I've made a poster of it and put it in my book too. Like there are lots of other posters, but that's the only one which is given to a person.
Wow.
So yeah.
Cool. So the book I was talking about the mindset, growth mindset, is about Carol Dweck. So I remember the name of the author, but उसका नाम book का नाम मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, but it's about how the mindset shapes everything else in your life, and yeah, of course, happiness also comes from the mindset.
Exactly. Happiness directly comes from mindset, because there is so many people, both you and me have met, who have so much, but वो फिर भी खुश नहीं होते, because they want more. They want something different.
So what's one piece of advice you would give to people, especially young professionals, women professionals, about balancing ambition, relationships, and self-identity?
Okay, two tough words. But एक तो मुझे ये भी लगता है, I may be a little controversial in this one, but I really feel we don't have to work so much for our identity, and like, sometimes when you feel ki, oh, I have to prove, but I have to say this with a pinch of salt, because I'm 49, I can say that. Yeah. So I'm 49. Yeah. So if you ask me this question, probably at 30, 35, my answer would be different. But my thing is like, kya farak padta hai? In the end, all that matters is happiness. Yeah. Instead of saying that, oh, I have to be treated absolutely equally, then only I'll be happy. Everything has to be in perfect balance, then only I'll be happy. Doesn't work. For 10 years, when I was really, really sick, of course, I was going through so many procedures and so many things, but it didn't matter, because I had vacations in the middle of it. I changed my factory also. So you can't stop living just because some things are not working. So that's what I feel. So my advice to them is success is equal to number of days you're happy. Think about what makes you happy and do more of it. That's it. However more you can do it. Now, of course, people are going to be, oh yeah, what's going to make me happy is take lots of vacations. Not true. I mean, not just do it for social media, but do it for what really will make you happy.
I guess there's a lot of introspection all of us really need to do and know ourselves before we can truly answer that question as well. Because, what we feel or what we are told that will make us happy may not be exactly what makes you happy.
No, it doesn't. And kabhi mujhe to aisa lagta hai the life is very simple. We have made it so complicated, layering. It's not that tough.
Yeah.
And not that much. So we can uncomplicate it and then do, find your own version of success. Find your own version of happiness, not success.
Which is saying the same thing. Really.
Yeah, but pata ye ek aur Arthur Brooks, his quote, I think it is his quote, I get the names wrong sometimes, but his quote, I really like it, and it says, "You are not a success machine." Think about it. How many times are we told, write your goals in long term? I'm not saying don't write goals. Of course write goals. But write goals in every category, no baba. सिर्फ बिजनेस में गोल्स लिखोगे तो पर्सनल लाइफ का गोल, फिजिकल गोल, स्पिरिचुअल गोल, चिल्ड्रन गोल, ये सब, where is learning goal, where is that gonna go? So yeah.
So now it's time to get on to our rapid fire section.
Oof. Okay, I'm ready for rapid fire.
Absolutely. So what is that one business hack that you swear by?
Trust in your people and let go.
Awesome. What's one personal productivity or life hack for yourself?
Personal productivity and life hack. Get up early in the morning and do your tough works right early in the morning without going to office.
Oh, brilliant. What was one mindset shift that changed everything for you?
Mindset shift? This one thing that, fixing about focusing on the end result, which is about happiness, instead of focusing on the intermediary that I will get the money and then happiness. So just focusing on that and really shifting your mindset that kitna chahiye. Like, doing that calculation ki bhai itna chahiye life mein. And then not having a moving milestone. Thoda aur. Ab ye bhi ho gaya, ab thoda aur. Because pata hai, bolne mein bahut acha lagta hai. But I actually let go a lot of big projects because they're going to make me go nuts. Because the client will be too demanding, or the project is in middle of my vacation. I'm not going to screw up my vacation because of...
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
And one last question. What is that one book that still inspires you?
Peak by Chip Conley. It's about Abraham Maslow's. And one more, Power of Moments by Chip and Dan Heath. So those two books. The first one is one of my first books that I read, which talks about not just, so Abraham Maslow, as you know, he's about positive psychology. It's not about, how to make people, like he was the first person, technically he was not the first person, but he's known to be the first person who talks about how to make people more happier and what makes people feel happier. So incredible book. And the way Chip Conley has put it is incredible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nidhi. It's been absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Talking to you, learning from you, and thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, but you asked me so many questions. I have one question for you.
Oh, sure.
Yes, since I wrote. So this is a question I ask almost everybody that I meet, not just on a podcast, is that tell me one memorable, like your most memorable recognition moment when you felt like, seen.
Okay, you put me in a spot. ये तो पहले से discuss करना चाहिए.
इतने सारे मुझसे question पूछ रहे. Why can't I ask you one?
Okay, see, happiness for me comes from my kids, and
Okay.
I think seeing them do well and seeing them acknowledge the fact that uh, maybe as a father or maybe as parents, we have contributed to their lives in terms of getting them outdoors, getting them to be fit, uh, and that's contributed their, persistence on goals and perseverance on things. And they acknowledged this some time back. So I think that was a
Oh,
big recognition moment for me. So that's what it was.
that is so good. Yeah, that is so good.
Yeah.
I think it is so fulfilling
Yeah.
when your children appreciate you for what you've done in their life.
Absolutely. And
And if they say it out loud verbally, it just makes everything. So thank you so much for answering one question. Next time it'll be my turn.
All right. So I
Okay.
look forward to that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So that was Nidhi Unboxed, an entrepreneur, author, and a voice for honesty in both business and life. Her journey reminds us that building a company is as much about innovation and strategy as it's about courage, resilience, and staying true to oneself. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share Founder Unboxed. Until next time, I'm Kabir, and we'll keep unboxing the human side of entrepreneurship. Thank you.